Hello, my name is James, pointer and shooter behind the project A Portrait of a Wrestler, and I welcome you to this, our latest video. Special video this week, we're going to be looking back at some of the photos we've taken of Kid Lykos over the last few years. Sadly, last week, Kid Lykos announced his retirement from professional wrestling at the age of 22. He's always been a real pro and a lovely, genuine guy to be around, and has never said no to anything that we've wanted him to do in terms of having his picture taken and doing something a little bit different. And these are just a few of my favourite images that I've taken of him. This is sort of like a celebration of Lykos. We're going to look at this first one here. The first picture I ever took of Lykos backstage as he was a surprise for a Progress show in Camden. Two ice lights either side there, red and blue working well together with the blue background, and just that distinct stare straight down through the middle of the lens there, and also that hand underneath, just making a real sort of statement piece, a real statement image of him looking straight towards us, straight into the middle of the lens. Quite an intense look there. So the next one here is the reaction in the ballroom to their first tag team title win, Progress. They beat Tyler Bate and Trent Seven for the belts. You can see the reaction of Lykos here in the middle of the ring, but this image is all about the reaction of everyone around the ring. As much about wanting to see Bate and Seven lose the belts as it was about seeing Lykos and Brooks take them, but just everyone losing their minds around the ring and completely lost in the moment, which is when wrestling is at its absolute best, when people have completely lost the grip on the real world and are completely immersed in the theatre of wrestling. I just love that shot there. And then this one here, taken up from the sound booth, RIP. Lykos, when you're up on this turnbuckle here nearest the sound booth, you're almost within touching distance, so you can go super wide and get some nice close-up shots, but just look at the reaction there, and Lykos taking centre stage with the tag belt, the adoring fans sort of underneath. This was the post-match portrait that we took of both Chris and Kid Lykos backstage. Simple sort of triangle, really, just having Chris behind, Kid Lykos in front, having both lean into the camera. It's quite a small room we're working with there, so it's quite a wide-angle shot, but once again, both guys had just gone through a war in the ring, but still found the time to come and find me and have their pictures taken post-show, which I'm fully, really appreciative of. This is from Progress at Alexandra Palace, the first big show at Alexandra Palace. They opened the card in a ladder match against British Strong Style, and this is just a nice little shot here showing off all of the ring gear, the red and the black and the silver, with Lykos up in the top turnbuckle there. And then doing this running moonsault flip thing off the ladder. I mean, it's just a remarkable match for the stunts that were sort of pulled off and the amount of sort of inventiveness there was in there. But you can just sort of see, I love the angle of him sort of jumping over that top turnbuckle there onto the guys below. And then this one here with him trying to reach up for the tag titles, getting towards the end of the match. You got British Strong Style sort of pressing him there, shoulder pressing him on top of the ladder. Just a real scene setter there, a real sort of like gives you a sense of occasion, a real sense of the grandness of the spectacle, I suppose, and just like where else in wrestling? Well, I say it all the time, but where else in wrestling would I have the opportunity to shoot something like this? Yeah, so post-match, the guys won the belts, so this is their portrait here, with the back of Brooks's jacket with "We Are Progress," and then the tag belts with the very decorative sort of Roman-style backdrop there. Simple picture to take, but once again, the guys found the time to come and find me to have this moment recorded, which was really cool. Lykos still performed even when he was sort of out injured, still came to shows to do things and to be part of the show and just to be around. This shot was taken just behind the curtain, just as he was coming through at the ballroom in Camden. He's completely doused there in a red light, sort of coming through over the top of the curtain, but then you've got this backlight here on the left-hand side, which is giving us a green sort of highlight of the entranceway and where he's about to go through the curtain. Complementary colours working nicely together. Just a nice little sort of behind the curtain moment, really. And then this shot here was taken at Fight Club Pro as part of our Fight Club 100 project, and just had him just stood behind our white piece of card. Everything in here again is a complete analog effect, nothing digital about this. I just had him sort of reaching through the little holes there, just kind of like a funny, odd little image, really. So this image here, taken from backstage at Progress Alexandra Palace on day 3 of Super Strong Style 16. I was experimenting with different colours, and the guys were just well up for doing something a little different, and that's something they've always maintained to do. Lykos and Brooks together always managed to maintain a brand identity that is current and almost ahead of the trend, really, which is why I think they're such good fan favourites. This last image here was taken as part of my London project. We got the guys up on St Paul's Cathedral and just had them one either side of sort of like this the grand sort of archway over the top there, just below the dome. Just a real statement image, and just something again that links in to something a bit more classical but modern at the same time. Something that's kind of different, and something once again that they were both sort of really up for, which is something we're very proud to have had them to be a part of, really. I think it's remarkable that at the age of 22, Lykos is in a position to make a call on his career in such a mature way and make such a mature decision about something. And I think that speaks sort of volumes for the guy as he is as a man, really. The wrestling place, particularly the British independent wrestling scene, is going to be a much poorer place without having him in the ring. But we wish him sort of all the well with everything that he wants to achieve in the future. He's a talented, hungry young guy, hungry young wolf, and anything's possible. He can achieve anything he wants to in his life, so we want to wish him all the best. And thank you for allowing us to capture images over the last 2 and a bit years. If you've enjoyed this video, why not hit the subscribe button below? You can follow us on the Instagram and the Twitter. It's @Y2JimBob. It's Portrait of a Wrestler everywhere else, and as ever, all the very best.